And I want here ChatGPT to help me to elaborate a quote for social media. And I was very polite. My glasses here, this is too small. So I go here, please help me to elaborate a social media post based on the below quote and thoughts. So I'm gonna paste here the first the thoughts that I already copy, and then I go back here to Canva, and I'm gonna copy this quote. And I go here. Does I have, the name who wrote there? When they have the name, you always want to tag the person that wrote a quote. If you have that somebody that wrote a quote, you don't want to pretend that you wrote there. If you don't know here, you can just kind of put here anonymous. How is anonymous spelling? Anonymous, is it? I don't know how to write anonymous. I think that's the right spelling. So this is okay. There you go. Grammarly dragging me. So, and these are my thoughts. Quote, and this is my thought. So let's see what ChatGPT is gonna help me write this content here. This is just popped me right now. I didn't even think about it. I could have a quote that I saw and I save a screenshot on my phone, and then I get the quote already as an image, and I can share and just come here and write on ChatGPT and helps. So here, look how beautiful. Let's read it out loud. It takes time to achieve something. Every journey is built on the small steps we take each day. Every win, big or small, is a result of showing up, practicing, and trusting the process. Oh, looks like my words right there. When we focus on those little steps, something incredible happens. They add up. Practice turns into progress, and progress transforms into achievement. No steps too small, and no moment spent learning is wasted. Every effort you make is a piece of what you're building. So take your time, stay steady, and remember the small, consistent actions that lead to the great results. And I already add some hashtags. So this quote here, it's very elaborated because I've been working. I used my account that I've been using a lot here, and ChatGPT already knows a lot about how I write. I have discussions and I twinkle. So what I can do here? Let's just copy here the results, and I'm gonna put here on my Canva. I'm gonna paste here to just delete this here. So I share my thoughts, and ChatGPT know from that thoughts. That's what I think, because I told that I believe the little steps is what counts. The take practice and the little steps is what counts. And it wrote a little more elaborate about consistency, about taking actions, because I'm always talking about taking actions. I'm always talking with ChatGPT and building and constructing my content. So it already have a lot of information, already has a lot of information about me, about my content. So it helps me already get more rounded. That's why I say, oh, it just sounds like I wrote that, because that's what I did. But if I go on a new browser, if I log out here, just let's see how it's gonna do differently. If I go on a new account and do exactly the same thing, I'm just going to stay logged out. Please help please help me to elaborate a caption for social media based on the below content. Quote. Let me just copy my quote here. My thoughts. Okay, let's see how different it's gonna be. Look how different it is. Because you have to be working with the ChatGPT to build this, to build your online presence. So when you start, like I teach this inside of my course as well, how you can build, how can you teach, how can you train ChatGPT to bring your content, to already talk your words, to say the words that you would say. And that's how you do with training, the same way you train yourself. Every time you do a new post, he's learning. Every time you do a new post, you are learning, you are growing. The same way ChatGPT is a reflection of my growth. This is here, right here, is a reflection of your growth, is a reflection of how you're gonna grow. So if you do this 10 times, you're gonna see how different is gonna be the response of ChatGPT.